Well, we've come away for a few days to test out an electrical system. Where are we?
We are in Caravan and Camping Club in Delamere Forest.
Yeah, and if you've not been here before, like we hadn't, you'll be in for a surprise, because it's lovely.
So many squirrels.
So we are on the grass pitch. Now, the good thing about it is, when I was looking online, I noticed that there was a 30% saving. Always worth checking it out before you stay in these places, because there is often discounts. So there was a 30% discount, so 2 nights on a grass pitch, no hookup, was about £12 cheaper. We'll take you for a bit of a wander and into the forest. Also, because we are in Delamere Forest as well, a lot of people bring the bikes now. This I have never seen on any campsite ever. Dog and bike wash. Muddy paws welcome. So you've got a hose pipe with a brush on it, but the good thing about it, there's an actual bike lock there that you can just put your bike on. It's a clamp to hold your bike on your seat post, clamp it up, and then with that you can wash your bike. More campsites need to have that, because that is just brilliant. It's changed a bit, hasn't it?
Since we were last here, 6 years ago.
Yeah, since we were last year, it's absolutely changed massively. Everything's new. Like, the visitor centre, that's new, isn't it?
Yep, and that big massive car park that we've been into.
I was just saying then that the car park now is huge. It used to be a tiny little car park, sort of just shoved to the side, that fitted about, what, 20 cars?
Yeah.
Now, cater for all sorts, coaches the lot, but they do have a lot of stuff going on here, so. So we're in the cafe and we've just seen this Delamere Forest lit up at Christmas. That'd be good. I've gone for the bacon cheeseburger and Emma's gone for the jacket potato with beans and pepper and cheese. So this is Delamere Forest. The campsite is that close. You can walk out your van into the woods.
Did you just throw an acorn at me?
One of the first places we come to, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah, we come on our bikes. And Emma played on a rope swing.
I did. So did you.
I know. That's why we were both fit and healthy. Yeah.
Now we're just fat and happy.
I know, you think you're in the Everglades or somewhere, Anna. I'm just waiting for a crocodile to come and snap up his nippers.
What? If a crocodile does come up to snap its nippers, it's catching you first because you can't see me.
Yeah, you got the bigger nippers though. There is loads of things going on inside there. You've got bike hire, you've got a couple of cafes, you've got Go Ape. There's literally loads of stuff to do. Loads of stuff for the kids as well. Also, Delamere Forest do put on concerts sometimes in the year, so it's always worth checking it out. Also, they do
Forest Segway.
Yeah, it says there. I can't do it though.
No, you're not allowed.
Might have to lose a bit of weight. I mean, I don't know about the tree top challenge. Don't know, but
You can't do that either because you need supervision.
I can't do nothing, me. So it feels like we're in a place that we shouldn't be, but we've not really gone over any barriers, or we just walked. It's about to absolutely lash it down. So basically, I think we're stuck here. We don't know how long. No one might see us again. We've got things to do. We've come to this campsite for a purpose, to show you something. Wait until you see this. Bit magical, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, upgrades galore. Get onto this beauty. Well, it's arrived, the Delta 2, it's here. But, big question, how good is it? And do you need to fit electrics to your van anymore?
Well, we're going to find out.
So, this is the Delta 2 and it's got 1024 watt hours of power in it. But, what do you get for 1024 watt hours? What can you plug into it? What's it got on it?
Right, so you've got 2 normal USBs, 2 fast charging USBs. There is 2 USB-C points, and then if you turn it around.
But before we turn it around, unlike some power banks, they're pretty big USB-Cs, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Now, we both use Macs. Our Mac chargers are 80 to 100 watts, which is great, but you've got to plug them into 240 to pull off 100 watts to charge your Mac. Bit of a waste of power. But on this unit, 2 USB-Cs coming in at both
100 watts each.
2 Macs plugged in, no problem.
Inside the Delta 2, there is an inverter which gives you 1,800 watts of power. Now that'll also give you a surcharge of 2,700 watts.
So Emma has basically got a collection of items that we think you would use in a van. Obviously, some people are going to use a lot different things, but we think the most common things are the things that we have got right here.
Okay, so first off, I've got a Ninja Bullet, which we use for smoothies, shakes, things like that. So we've got that plugged in. Now that's 700 watts. Well, that worked. It only pulled off about a maximum of 200-300 watts. That's good. Next, we have a kettle. This one should be interesting. So as you can see, guys, this seems to have leveled out around about 1850 watts. But will it boil? Right, guys, so the kettle takes a lot of wattage, and we have been battering this battery, so it's very, very low. So what we've done is we've plugged the booster battery in just to see whether that'll handle the kettle, because we know that our own van inverter, which is 2000 watts, will not handle this kettle. Personally for us, we have a kettle that we use on the gas rings. A kettle takes a lot of power, unless you get a travel one, and we all know they take an age to boil. We have got success, the kettle is boiling. Next, it's toaster time. So that's pulling off just under 660 watts. I'd say that's pretty toasty. We know that a lot of people have been looking for alternative ways to cook, and an air fryer just happens to be one of them. Now, the kettle was 1800 watts, and that was a massive draw. As I said before, our inverter couldn't handle that. This is only 1500 watts, so we're pretty sure it's going to be able to handle it. A little hash brown. Pop it in there. Right, so I've put the air fryer on at 190 degrees for 10 minutes, but it's only one hash brown, so it won't need that long. But it is only drawing off just under 1,400 watts. As we all know, air fryers don't take as long to cook, so I'm going to check this now. Yeah, that looks pretty crispy and toasty.
It's a bit warm. That is a winner.
Right, so we've done some household appliances. Now for you girls out there with long, thick hair like mine, you know how important your hairdryer is. Right, so I've got that on full heat, full speed, and that is pulling. Well, it's jumping between just under 1600 watts. Another essential for a lot of us females, GHDs or hair straighteners or tongs. So while they're in use, these are pulling off approximately 170 and 350 watts.
So on the rear of the unit you do have a little panel here. Now inside there, that's where you connect it all up to charge it. Unlike some other systems, they have the great big electrical block on the plug, and it's just a massive big chunk. Now the charging system for this unit is all built inside it, which just saves a lot of space. Now you can go direct in from the mains with a kettle lead, which just plugs in and then plugs in the mains, which will charge the unit round about 80% in under an hour's time. So that's great if you're on the move and you just want a quick charger. That's absolutely brilliant. Also, you can plug into your car via the cigarette lighter in the car. Granted, it's a lot slower, but you do have that option. There's also a third option as well.
Another way of charging the battery is through solar power. Now what EcoFlow have been doing over the last 12 months is they have massively improved the way that you can charge up your battery through solar. They don't only use 100 watt panels, you can now get panels from 160 watts all the way up to 400 watts, which just gives you more free power for when you're outdoors.
So with this unit we have been given the 220 watt solar panels, which has been a massive improvement to the 160 panel that we did originally have with the first Delta unit that we got. The charging time of 220 watts of solar in good sun,
round about 3 to 4 hours.
And that's going to give you a full unit of power back free off the sun.
Even if you've got the smaller solar panels though, it only takes up to about 6-7 hours to fully charge if the sun's out. So again, free, not bad, is it?
The EcoFlow solar panels might have improved in power over the past 12 months, but my only issue with them is the same as I had with the previous ones, that they're a little bit of a faff to actually set up. You need to connect things on the top, you need to put this at the back, and they still don't really sit out. Although they're powerful, you're best leaning them against your van. 2 connections on the side that plug into the cable that comes with the units, then it just simply plugs into the back of the unit itself. So let's talk about the battery that's inside it. It's LiPo4, which is a lot lighter than your normal batteries that we'd use in your van. It's the same style of battery, which is LiPo4 lithium battery, that they use in Teslas. The good thing about it is that they've improved the actual technology in the batteries that have gone into these systems. So the old ones were on a different style of lithium. This style of lithium can be charged so many times. A battery bank like this will last you 10 years of use. When it's from charged to empty and charged to empty, you're going to get a lot more power and power usage out of this type of unit than you will do with the previous units.
So putting that into perspective, if you were to use this power bank once a day to full charge, it can be used for up to 10 years. Now that's a long time. That's
a long time. Also as well, EcoFlow, their power banks come with a guarantee. A normal guarantee is 12 months, maybe 18 months. Some lithium battery suppliers even give you 3 years. EcoFlow, a little bit different.
5 years. 5 whole years.
Right, so back to the original and the very first comment we made. Do you now no longer need 240 in your van? Well, let's take a look at this. On the side, there is this port. What's the port for? Well, inside this is a 1024 watt hour battery, but
oh, hello.
In that one is a 1024 lithium battery. The same battery technology that is in this unit is in the booster pack. So on top, there's a little hidden compartment.
Which if you open it up, you have a cable.
That is the link cable. Now, on the side of this one, like I've just said, you have a port there. On the side of the booster battery, you also have a port. So, by linking them both up together, your one single 1024 watt hour battery then becomes
2048 watt hours.
Doubling your capacity. Right, let's link them up and show you just how easy it is. You've got your booster battery there. You've got your power bank there. Just plonk them on top of each other. They do fit in nice. And then on the side, you do have your 2 connections. So plug one in the bottom, and then plug your top one in the top. 2 units are now connected. Turn the bottom one on, turn the top one on, and you have now got double the capacity. Do you really need 240 in a van? I don't think you do. You've got enough 240 power in there to run anything inside a van, and I mean any appliance you want to run inside your van, you've got it in there.
Even my hairdryer.
Yeah.
So if you take into consideration the cost of your inverter,
cables and
fixings,
and a charger, and you know, everything that you need to put into your van to enable you to have 240 in your van, whether that be on hookup or whether that just be in the van off your battery alone, that is a lot of money. Right, we've got a load of stuff being plugged in here. We've got 2 drone batteries being charged. We've got GoPro batteries being charged. We've got our 2 Macs being charged off the 100 watt outputs on the front. Everything is working fine. It's currently pulling 128 watts off the 2 units. Now, the good thing about it is it doesn't just draw off one and then backs it up off the other. With the actual link cable in, what it does is it draws an even amount off both units. So that is a bit of a bonus. It also ensures that the battery life in the units lasts longer. Now, it does come with an app. So let's go on the phone and open the app, which is on my device, which is an iPhone.
but it can also be downloaded to Android as well.
So we've got the app open in the actual screen, and you can see on there it's got the Delta EcoFlow, which we've called Urban Delta 2. Tap on the unit, and we can see just off the screen there, with everything that we have got running in, we've got 11 hours and 17 minutes left by charging 2 Macs, 2 drone batteries, and
the GoPro batteries.
Yeah, so we're just pulling off quite a low wattage at the moment. Right, so as well as about to plug the van in, we've also added another set of USBs for the GoPro batteries, and we've also plugged the smart controller for the drone into it as well, just to charge that. And now we're going to plug the van in. So we've got everything plugged in. We can see now off the app that we've actually got 240 plugged in. There's not really much working on in the van, but we could go and turn on the battery charger for the lithium in the van. I'll go and do that right now. We're pulling off a massive 610 watts.
So if you turned off all the other devices on
So we turn off the USB-Cs and we turn off the 12 volts. We're then pulling off 447 watts, and it will last for 3 hours and 14. But don't forget, that is charging the lithium batteries in the van and powering all the 240 in the van as well. So would we recommend the EcoFlow Delta 2?
I'd say so.
Absolutely. This, I mean, they're just amazing, aren't they?
That, and they keep on trying to improve the technology and the battery life and things like that, whereas sometimes with other companies they just don't do that.
And with the introduction of LiPo 4 batteries in it, it makes it a little bit lighter. It gives you more use.
Longevity.
It just lasts longer. These are, you know, whether you just want to get the single Delta Max 2 or you want to go to full hog and get the boost battery, well, the links are going to be in the description below. A massive, massive thank you to EcoFlow for trusting us with their product.
We've been as honest as we can. We've done what we can with the products. We use them in the house and we use them when we are out and about as well.
Yeah.
So we rate them. You know what we're like. We'll tell you if we don't rate something.
Yeah, we are. I mean,
do.
we are totally honest. You know, if this was no good, we would just tell you. You know, we've done it with other products in the past. Yeah, I still do think there will be, and there can be, and there should be massive improvements on how the solar is put up. You know, I've been open about that the last time, I'm open about it this time. Is that something that would stop you from buying the product? No, not at all. You know what I mean? You can all, you know, come up with ways to make things a little bit better on your own. The fact that the units work perfectly for me is an absolute bonus. The fact that the boost mode, you can charge it 80% in under an hour. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So, right, well, we're going to go now.
Food.
We're going for food. And we know most of you will have hated this video. But honest reviews like this help a lot of people. There will be a small portion of people that don't like it. And
which is fine, we understand
okay.
that. It's okay.
Yeah. So, there you go. Right, go and get this one fed. And
Food.
Don't forget, if you are in the sort of Runcorn, Widnes, Cheshire area, definitely come to Delamere Forest and definitely check out the caravan and camping site because it's absolutely beautiful. There's this little cafe called Station House and it's on the back of the railway. So you've come down here, get some food. Lovely little place, isn't it?
I have ordered a cheese and onion toastie. Didn't realise it came with crisps. Won't be eating those. And some sweet potato fries.
And myself, I've gone for a typical children's meal. Fish fingers, chips and beans. You just can't beat a kid's meal, can you?
Yes, you can.